Here are 2 brain tricks you can use to annoy your friends even over Discord. I saw that one psychology girl giving you like generally beneficial tips, so in order to balance it out, I'm going to give you ways to mess with your friends. Number 1, all you have to do is say to your victim 5 words. You are now manually breathing. This will cause them to pay more attention to their breathing, so they'll manually have to think about every inhale and exhale every single time. And the best part is, the harder they think about it, the harder it is to break. The other one's very similar. You simply have to ask your victim if their tongue is comfortable in the position it's in their mouth. This one's so effective, it's probably influencing you right now. You're probably finding that your tongue can't find a comfortable position in your mouth, and that's all my fault. Make sure to like and follow for part 2. Here are 2 brain tricks you can use to annoy your friends. Part 2. I'm here again to undo some of the good that wholesome psychology girl has done. The first one messes with our monkey brain social reflexes. See, if you establish eye contact with someone and then slightly break it, they start to feel a little more self-conscious and they don't know why. Your slightly off-kilter gaze will cause their subconscious to realize that you're not locking eyes with them. Instead, it'll think that you're examining their flaws. This works best when looking at the forehead or eyebrow area. No real harm is done here because you're not actually judging them, are you? This second trick actually takes fewer victims if you're unaware of it beforehand. That trick being the game. You've lost it. I'm not going to explain that second one here, as knowing about it causes you to be vulnerable to it, but I'm sure the comments will undo any good that I've done by avoiding it. If I just got you, or if you want more, like and follow. Here are 2 brain tricks you can use to mess with your friends, part 3. I'm back here with some more dark psychology for whatever endeavors you may need it for. Let's get started with tip 1, say less. Want to get somebody to feel like they have to talk forever? You can do that by literally doing nothing. When somebody's about to wrap up what they're saying, just maintain eye contact, look still interested, and say nothing. It's human nature to want to fill gaps in conversation with speech, so if you just make more gaps, they're just going to keep speaking. It's straight hilarious how long you can get people to talk just by looking at them. Tip number 2 I call forcing a yes. Want somebody to say yes to a question? All you have to do is nod while you're asking the question. This one works because of a concept called priming. Basically, by hinting at the yes answer, the first response that comes to their mind after asking is yes. This also makes them think that yes was their answer in the first place. Like and follow for more. Here are 2 brain tricks you can use to mess with your friends. There's still a lot of wholesome content on my feed, so let's try and fix that. Here's another lesson on how to badger your boys. Trick 1, hand it over. If you don't want to hold on to something, just start a conversation, maintain eye contact, and then just calmly give it to them. People's bodies just go on autopilot when they're talking, so they're not even going to realize they took it. The hilarious part is later, they'll be like, when did I get this? Trick 2, puppeteering. What if I told you that you could control somebody from across the room without speaking to them? All you gotta do is copy their body posture for a while, and then when you change your body posture, they'll subconsciously follow suit. Be sure to like and follow for more. Here are 2 brain tricks to mess with your friends. I'm back with more ways to benignly badger your buds. Let's begin, boys. Tip 1's called earworm. Did you know you could get a song stuck in somebody's head without them even realizing they heard it in the first place? Here's the strat. All you gotta do is hum the basic melody of it pretty softly while their attention is on anything else. The song will get in their head and they'll have no idea where they heard it. You can even do this one consecutively without them picking up on it. This one's a mean one. I call it a nuclear option. You think you got good roasts? Let me give you the proverbial word nuke. This one will mess with your head for days after you say it, so maybe don't use it on your buds. All you gotta say is, damn man, all that shit people say about you is true. Don't at me in the comments like, I could brush that one off. No, that will put me out of business, dude. Like and follow for more questionable content. Here are 2 brain tricks you can use to mess with your friends even over Discord. So I'm seeing a resurgence of wholesome content on my For You page, so I'm back to balance that out. Trick 1's a riddle. What's always in your view but you almost never see it? Well, the answer is your nose, and now that you see it, you won't be able to unsee it for a while. And now that you're burdened by this knowledge, you can spread it along to your boys to politely pester them. Trick 2, just show your personality. This one's a template you can fit into most situations. Basically, just start off a normal sentence with the phrase, I personally. For example, I personally have no problem with you being at this party. I personally thought your presentation was pretty good. Either way, this is technically a compliment. Hit me with that like and follow if you want more troublemaker energy. I'll see you tomorrow.